Yo, so since I've been playing SRS lately and there have been some significant changes to the gem, I've decided to make a video explaining some of the changes and maybe give you some opinions on them because a lot of people are really concerned with the state of SRS, and yeah, I don't think you have to worry about too many things other than maybe one or two. Okay, let's go. What are the main changes with SRS? Oh, and also, I'm sick, so excuse if I... yeah, sorry. What changes with SRS? So there have been some changes. This is the unupdated wiki. The main ones are their cast speed went from 800 ms to 500 ms, so you cast them faster. The duration was changed, I think, from 3 seconds to 5 seconds, so they last longer. They have not moved the attack speed at all, but they have reduced the overall damage of the skill, and that really is the problem with judging the strength of it, because it's very imbalanced right now. But they have reduced the overall damage of the skill by about anywhere between 30 and 50%. I'd say at higher levels it's about like 35 from what I've seen. 35, 40-ish. But another significant change that was not mentioned in the patch notes is that SRS no longer have effectiveness. So they used to have, I believe, 70%. Now it's 100% effectiveness. And yeah, that makes it really good with outside auras like Anger or Wrath, and changes the scaling a little bit, although it doesn't change the sockets. But those are the main changes with the ability, and yeah. So, another thing that they mentioned is that they said you can now... SRS is stronger at early levels, and a lot of people are asking, can you level with it? In my opinion, at the very beginning, you can't level with it. However, around, I'd say from level 24 to level 50, there is some sort of fluke. They messed something up, because yeah, the drop-off is significant. But around those levels, if you have like a reverberation rod or something, SRS is amazing, in my opinion. It worked out really great for me. I wasn't using anything special other than a reverberation rod and 2 auras, and it worked really well. However, there is a huge drop-off, and I don't know what they messed up, but it feels like the gem deals like 80% less damage or something. From levels, I don't know, like 12, I'd say maybe 10 until 16, something like that. And SRS literally deals no damage. Like, you cannot play with it. So, can you level with it? In my opinion, no, but I do race a lot. If you really want to do it, you can kind of level with it, but it's not very strong. There are plenty of new methods to level, and dual totem, flame totem is still pretty strong, so I just go with that. That's what I did, and it worked out pretty great. But I really did test this in significant amounts, and yeah, I just couldn't. They messed something up, because yeah, okay, I guess I can talk about this a little bit. Is it better or worse? In my opinion, for the things that I do, which is mapping, it has the potential to be better. The changes definitely affected Spell Echo. In my opinion, Spell Echo is past a point in gear in which you have like a lot of cast speed. Spell Echo is really kind of a garbage link. It doesn't work out quite well. You can see that I have my 89 SRSer here, and it's got terrible gear. So I haven't gotten to that point yet. So I'm using Spell Echo, minion damage, melee physical, melee splash, and summon Raging Spirit. But this is on a 5-link plus 2. In my opinion, and I've calculated some of this, but yeah, I really have to see it in practice. A 6-link plus 3 is an Empower, and then you get a added Chaos instead of the Spell Echo, but that's with significant amounts of cast speed. And the reason for this is that Spell Echo is a less, so it's a less multiplier. And added Chaos is literally insane right now due to the changes to the effectiveness, and even before it was quite strong, but due to the changes in effectiveness, yeah, it's really freaking good, especially when you have so many multipliers and increases and everything on SRS. It is great. But I haven't tested that quite yet, so keep that in mind. So is it better? I think endgame, yeah. Mid game, it's weaker because they messed up with the skill gems, like I've mentioned before. There is definitely something wrong. Like when you have a level 18 gem and you've got a +2, you literally receive double damage every time you level up your gem, or you change something, or get another +1 or get a 6 link or whatever. It literally doubles the damage. So they definitely goofed something up with the scaling of the skill, but it doesn't mess it up end game. It's just kind of awkward mid game. Can you still do it, Ziri? So another thing that was a pretty significant change, they changed the AI. So the way SRS kind of works right now, however, this doesn't work 100% of the time, it seems to have some sort of radius to it. So the same way Ice Spear at past a certain radius switches to crit, SRS kind of does the same thing, in which past a certain radius it stops attacking the nearest mobs to you, and they just kind of go everywhere to attack as many things as possible so they don't stack on each other and run around not doing damage, resulting in a damage loss. So that's the idea. It works out okay because, you still keep your character safe, and then it does increase clear speed in maps, in my opinion. At least in when you're by yourself, because you have enough damage. In 3-man plus party groups, it does feel like you're not doing anything. But that's only at this stage in the game where I really don't have any gear and all that, so I'm still gonna have to test that. It does feel like you're not doing a lot. But if you've got a 3-man party and somebody's running Graph, somebody's running Anger, yeah, they work out pretty freaking great. So, the Atziri thing. In split phase, they do not focus Atziri. They run around instead. So you have to literally face tank, otherwise they just don't focus. And I haven't tested it myself, but people are saying it's a pretty big problem. So if you're looking to farm Atziri with SRS, you might want to hold back for a little bit, do some research depending on when you see this video, and judge for yourself. Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. I've talked about the links before. I think that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try and answer them. I'm receiving a lot of these on my stream, so I'll try and keep answering. If a bunch of them comes up, maybe I'll make a second video. I don't want to keep these too long. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks very much for tuning in. Hope to see you guys on the live stream or in the next video. Thanks again. Bye bye.